do our pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, the Zio symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. I guess I'll do the prayer then. Nobody else is here. All right. Let's go. Let's do our prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful afternoon. Lord, just be with us as we make decisions today to help our kids move forward and keep our teachers strong and healthy and everybody. And just put a healing hand on our Superintendent Curtis and just watch over him as he goes throughout his trials and in the next months and probably even years, but just be with him and Livy, and we do appreciate you for watching over them, Lord, and just be with us tonight as we make decisions. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Agenda amendment. We need to amend the agenda.
Okay.
So we need to X the executive session out. So
Okay.
he told me to do it at the first of the meeting. So
Right.
I did it at the first of the meeting. Budget agenda minutes from July.
We saw those earlier. I moved to
I
approve.
think it's supposed to be for August.
It's for August,
August.
right?
Yeah,
It's August.
yeah.
Does
What
it
August?
say-
I forgot it's
Yeah.
August. Did you have a special board meeting too in those, the 27th?
No.
No, so
No.
Okay, we'll have to do that next
So
month.
this
Make
should
sure
say
you put that on
August.
there, Nicole. So this is for the August regular board
Yeah,
meeting.
minutes for the August regular board meeting.
I moved to approve.
I second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the board minutes for August regular meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. All right. Payroll and bills?
Yeah, I do have some questions for Vicki.
Can you hear her, Vicki?
Let me turn the volume up so they can hear you.
Of course. I just have a question on, are we not paying anybody out of an aide or a teacher out of Title I or Idea B?
That position hasn't been filled yet, Barb. We're working.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to get.
That's why.
We're trying to
Okay.
get. We're
Okay.
trying to get Nancy in the LEAP program to go through her teacher certification.
Oh,
So she just got admitted today. Both her and
cool.
Michaela are in the LEAP program. So now that we have her in there
Okay.
going through that, we can actually assign her into that position. Now, I hadn't had a chance to talk to Vic because we're waiting for Nancy to get cleared
Okay.
for the LEAP, but that's where we'll be able to get her certified as a teacher and be able to have her do the LEAP program as well. So,
Good.
okay, what are we saving the local revenue for? 15.2. There's $45,000 in there.
Where does local revenue come from?
Ad valorem taxes. It's just taxes that we get.
Okay.
It's a new fund, but normally we have, our ad valorem taxes are operational, SB 9 and debt service. And this one was created a few years ago.
Okay.
So there's 45,000.
It's 45,000 and it's unexpended. So I was just wondering why we haven't used it.
well, one of the thoughts was, Barb, with the teacher housing being delayed so much, we don't know what the potential cost overruns were. So depending what SB 9 and our bond capacity is at that time with the project that's gone on, and that was one of the suggestions Nick made for cost overruns.
Just hold on to it for a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's gonna be there forever, because I'll bring you up to speed, PSFA today, they're finally closing stuff with contractors because of the new rules after July 1. So hopefully by the end of next week, we have conclusion on the demo project, and we'll have a very good idea of what the dollar funds would be and then the housing.
Okay.
So we were just holding that to be safe in case we had to use it for cost overruns or another major project that's here.
Okay,
Okay?
all right. And the FFA, they're not going this year to Indy, they're next
Yeah,
year?
no,
Or
it
this
was
year?
on
Going. It's on here.
It was on here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the
Could've been.
agenda for out of state.
Oh, I see the encumbrance,
They're
never
not taking that
mind.
many though, right?
What's that?
They're not taking
She's
that many.
taken the officers
Yeah.
and Skeet. Yeah.
Okay.
Know what she-
And Rihanna.
And Rihanna,
Yeah.
okay.
Amanda-
Oh, there she is. Hi, Amanda.
Amanda was able to get on.
Cool. All
I
right.
couldn't remember exactly who you, but I knew there was Skeet and I couldn't remember who else, so, yes, don't wreck. Are you in the parking lot?
Turn the camera off.
Turn the camera off, yeah.
Okay. We're glad you're here.
Do we
So-
have any idea when our auditor will be here, or when Pam will be here?
22nd is when it'll start,
So-
and they have it through October 3rd.
September.
Yeah,
Okay.
And we hired one?
yeah. The one you approved, it's Rice and
Yeah,
Associates,
Rice and
and
Associates.
Did you work?
there,
Yeah, I've worked with
there's
them.
a holdup of
Yeah,
the
she
OSA
said, yeah.
contract because for some reason it's not being sent out from their system, so I worked with them today, they'll have it resolved tomorrow, and the contract will be in place by the end.
Okay,
So-
cool. That's all I had. I was just
Yeah.
wondering. Anybody else?
Anything else?
I think the only other thing that I just wanted to point out is that the bank statements are fully reconciled. However, I have not rolled the fund balances yet from last fiscal year. I had some
Right.
pretty significant errors that I haven't been able to work through from the rollover. And so I put in a help ticket with revisions to Tyler University to help me with that process.
Okay,
You can also see from the bank statement that I've really been trying to get those other disbursements that have been
yes,
filed. But we have a few left on there that are from fiscal year 24, actually.
oh, okay.
So, yeah, they're, and I need to make sure that I know exactly what they are. I just don't have a solution yet to verify them. I don't know that they can, I would need to make sure they've been paid and we can suspend them. That's what I'm suspecting happened, is when they did the fiscal rollover. They rolled them, paid them with new money, but then didn't go back and suspend them in the old year to release
Right.
everything.
What, is that the same thing with Bailey Kinnick's check? Because I noticed there's that one check from 24.
That's different, and that is also something that Tyler's working on with me, because
Okay,
it actually indicates that the check's never been printed.
printed, right, I said it was not printed.
We can't do anything. It's like it's hung somewhere, and there's nothing we can do to clear it. So she has
Okay.
been paid. I know we took care of that this last fiscal year.
Right.
But we can't get that one check to clean out of the system.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's all I had.
Thank you, Vicki, for all your hard work and
Yes, we
all the
appreciate
other
it.
things, because we know it hasn't been easy, so we do appreciate you.
I appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate
So-
it.
I move to approve payroll and bills.
Gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Motion made and seconded to approve payroll and bills. All those in favor?
Now I want
Aye.
to see the bars.
All
On
those
there
in
at the
favor?
end of
Yeah.
that.
I did.
All right, that one passed.
Thank you.
Budget adjustment requests, bars.
Because I didn't have these in my,
Vicki, can you go over the bars quickly?
Sure, we have two. One is the
Very
initial
end?
budget
Or
for
just
the
before the-
rural
Here.
achievement
Okay.
funds. We received two awards, one that's ending, and I included that in the emails if you wanted to read them. One is,
Right.
we have to liquidate it this month. We have to, and we had an expense. I just couldn't put it there until we got these awards, which I think we got at the end of August.
Yeah.
So, we will move that expenditure. I believe it was the $10,000. Mr. Buck, correct me if I'm wrong. There was $10,000 in computer technology
Yeah.
that we ended up using operations for while we were waiting for this award to go through. So we'll be able to move it and then liquidate that as well.
It was the iPads
That's
for-
$13,000 that is going to allow us to spend from July 1 of this year through the end of September next year. So we have a little more time, longer time with that one.
It was the iPads for, Vicki, it's the iPads for kindergarten through second grade.
That's what I
And,
was thinking. It was
and we also got 3 Macs for the VOAG marketing, so they can use it for multimedia production like that for ag business and like that. So that's where those dollars went to for those programs.
Okay, so I'll be able to move those expenses once we get this bar fully approved.
okay,
So that's that that one. And then the second one is just a transfer bar between
Right.
functions in operations, where we had, you can see from the report that I shared that there were some negative lines.
Yes.
In function 2200 and 2500. There's also, and I wanted to specifically point out, there's also a negative in function 3100, which is our food services. However, we're going to be moving that into our food services account once we get those contracts corrected and revised. So we'll
Okay.
do that all at the same
Right here,
time,
Cody.
Yeah,
and
so-
that will clean
yeah, so-
that function out. So we didn't need to move funds into that function.
Well, this stuff's the REAP grant.
Yeah, I was just looking.
2200 and 2500.
Okay. I move to approve the bars.
I second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the bars. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
I.
Same sign? Passes. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Vicki. Go back and snuggle with the little one.
Yeah.
Hang on until the bus contract's
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we had
She's
to
got
do the bus contracts.
Don't let her go yet.
I'm trying to get you out of here.
Then you can go snuggle.
I'm trying to get you out of here. All right, principal's report. I mean, we got it, so is there anything you need to add?
Do that. The only thing that we have, so we did have a first grader enroll today.
Oh, wow.
And a seventh grader yesterday, so that puts our total at 98.
But we only have 6 pre-K? I thought we had 8 to start with. Did they?
We did.
they-
We did,
But
some
you-
of them didn't like the half-day, 4 days. And so that's why 2 of them.
And how is
didn't
that
come because
going?
we couldn't- It's going really well. It seems to be a lot more impactful on the kids.
Because they're here every
Yeah,
day.
and
Every
instead
day.
of-
And when I went in to do the walkthrough, like, the students knew their routines, they knew the procedures, they knew what they were supposed to be doing, they knew what letter they were on, like, everything just seemed to be a lot more consistent.
Oh,
I was just wondering why it changed, but if that's, I mean, it's not for me to say it, but that's good.
And it also
And
helps
but-
for us to have art and library 4
Yeah,
days a
this
week too.
Yeah.
oh, good.
But I can understand somebody not wanting to, if they live far away or something,
Yeah,
to have to,
half a day.
half a
come-
day come and get them.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can't
understand
bus
that
them,
too.
so.
So it
Yeah.
does, it's, so.
So the 3 homeschooled students? Are they-
Yes, we have 3
or-
homeschool students in our program and they're doing really well.
And they are.
And they are,
So Pike and Zoe.
Pike and Zoe.
And then,
who?
Who, Amanda?
yeah, Bryce Stone.
Oh,
Oh, Bryce, that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
Bryce, yeah.
Yeah.
He was here last year too, wasn't he? Hadn't he been here or did he, Bryce, do something?
Junior, so he came back under our umbrella this year because he just is now a junior.
Uh-oh, you're getting the fair cut, aren't you?
No, not yet.
I was gonna say, you sound kind of
You
stopped
sound
up.
kind of, yeah. Okay.
Little dusty, but no,
Okay, so are we gonna, maybe this isn't the time to ask, for your progress reports on Wednesday, they went out?
Yeah, they went
Are we
out today.
still
Yeah.
gonna do a dinner or something, or?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later.
Okay,
We're trying
I
to
thought
work
so.
on coordinating with some other activities that we're doing, so.
Okay,
You wanna try one, Cody? You keep looking.
No, no, no. 12-year-old snacks over there,
I
Topo
know,
Chico and
like-
nerds.
and
I'm just glad it's not Mentos and Diet Coke.
yeah,
What I'm going through right now, I would not want to see
Back
that.
at all, that makes your
Okay.
gut gurgle on a good
Yeah.
digestive system.
Yeah.
all right, so now Amanda,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, man.
Well, you want to go home? Is that-
I am, I'm tired, I got things to do at home.
How's the state fair going? How'd we do?
I've worked really hard today.
The goat show, Brady Gutierrez was champion novice showman. He was also novice showman in the sheep showmanship.
That makes sense.
We had, the Rose Boys had a couple second places with some goats, and I'm sure the Gutierrez's had some up there, but I can't remember exactly. I know they had a class winner, maybe a division champ, or a reserve champ, something like that. But today, Courtney was Supreme Reserve Champion New Mexico Red Heifer. So
Oh,
not
good.
too bad for our little big town. Some good showing up, and some kids had a hard day, but that's okay. And then the rest of my report, I gave it to you in written form. We're working on the beginning of year testing for everything. We did have a hang up. Amira bought out iStation, and when they transferred things over, it caused a hang up, but we finally got that worked out. And so K through 3 is doing their Amira testing that is required by the state. We have ASVAB testing coming up next week for our juniors and seniors. We'll have PSAT testing for our sophomores and juniors. No, sorry, fall is just sophomores. Later on this month or early October. We haven't set our date just yet. And then we're kind of up and rolling. And I just got back from district test coordinator training to turn around and come back up to state fair. So our test security, rigor, and all of those things we are now compliant on.
Cool.
And the Amira transition was statewide. It wasn't just us. Every district that had the transition, they've sent out email after email trying to correct it. And it's been going on for what, about 4 weeks now?
Yeah, it is a simple fix. We just ended up having to go in and re-enter our IP address, and it wouldn't let us delete the old one out. But it allowed us to enter the same number again, and then everything started working. So I don't know, but we got it working. So.
And what about Power School? Have we transitioned completely to the new, whatever the heck it is?
No, we are piloting it with this new synergy with the Power School, so we have the advantage of being able to do it for free on the state and make the transition easy. So, yeah, Hannah was there. Hannah,
Make it easy?
Well, easier supposedly, but we'll let you know after Hannah comes back from this first synergy training today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, today was the first one for our region. It's us, Carazozo, Capitan, and Ruidoso that are piloting in this part of the state.
Cool.
All right.
Any questions on my director's report?
No, I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Keep up the good work up there.
Yep.
So, yeah, I saw your husband this morning. He was still alive anyway, so he was buying breakfast.
Hopefully he got my youngest kid back to school.
It was after school started. So, and he wasn't with him, so. And hopefully you remember to pick him up this afternoon.
He did.
You didn't want to take him home.
I didn't mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Our long and lengthy superintendent's report. I mean, that's library right there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, just to fill you in on the first one, Verkada engineers were on site today, and they were able to fix the card reader issue we had. There was a software issue inside the product that was installed by our first installer that was causing problems with card conflicts. So some of the admin and teachers have been guinea pigs today. They've been working great, so tomorrow we're going to give more, but all the cards are ready to be handed out to them, so the door access is ready to go for everything now. So they also did the walkthrough on that. It was a simple software glitch because they might have had a wrong reader code inside of it, a different one they had than what was actually installed. So they were able to catch that today. They had 2 engineers on site plus 3 techs and the salesperson for our region were there. So we had that. The only other 2 major updates on there is one, PSFA, I got an update from Rancy today. They're hoping to wrap up. They've been working with the contractors to come in compliance with the new rules since July 1. So he's working with the last contractor, hopefully have it resolved by Friday or Monday at the latest, and then that way they can make the determination and release the money hopefully next week or the following week. They've told the contractors to be on site as quick as possible after it does because they want to try to get the teacher units of this contracted before prices go up on those 2. The lounge and floors done in the elementary, scoreboards got back ordered. Then the only other thing is.
Are you gonna have to replace the school board?
Yeah, there's no parts, it's gone, so we're going with 2 scoreboards on each end, or a scoreboard on each end.
Okay.
And it's actually is cheaper doing that than it would have been doing the $50,000 one to replace the monster we had in there right now. So, and the parts got back ordered, so now they're scheduled for installation November 13th for that.
And I think the players will like that game because you know they're looking.
Yeah, they'll be able to.
Yeah.
Because that's what ours used to. It used to be on just one end.
So we did that.
Back when somebody was standing there moving their fingers like that, you know.
And then the only other thing is I've given you a breakdown of what we've done bond and SB9 for this year that's committed. and not committed. I hadn't had a chance to get with Vicky to talk about what was spent out of our bond money last year. We're gonna need to look at some priorities of what we're going to do with the amount of money of some of these projects, and plus with not knowing any cost overruns on teacher housing. So we may wanna look at that next month at the board meeting, just figure out what the priorities are to do that so we don't overfund it. And Barb brought up a good point of the ad valorem. We were keeping it as a cash reserve in case the teacher housing went over by a recommendation of so that could be a way to us to address some of these projects going on in SB9 and those types of things. So me and Vicky are gonna sit down and actually run the reports on the bond, the SB9s we spent, and look at the last couple of years and see what's left in those bonds before we go for the new bond levy.
So where is the fencing?
The fencing right now is, well, I can tell you, the Verkada engineers came in with another recommendation proposal today, so they're working with one of their vendors. No, not quite
I'm
electric.
tired of hearing about Verkada and all
Right.
their stuff.
But,
Yeah, I know.
but
So-
this is another vendor that they worked with Camp Care out of El Paso, and they do more security, so there's other more cost-effective, high-tech ways they can geofence in the property. But also they have different types of gates, so they're gonna come up with a proposal and they're gonna try to get to me in a week or so. But, the fencing contractor is we can go forward, but I finally got the scope of what the exterior electrical work will be today, so I can get back with Tri-West and let them be able to run the conduit and electric for the outside cameras that they're kind of looking at. So I can get with them. Tri-West is actually a contractor that can do multiple things. So I got to get with them now and tell them, here's the diagram, what's going to add to run the electric to the gates plus the exterior cameras, because they're both connected in the system. So I can get with Tri-West, so hopefully we can have this by conclusion. Verkada's idea is to get me in the next 2 weeks, so that way we can act on it in October.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay?
That was pretty good reading right there. Okay, any public comment on
Wait,
the,
what about the doors? Are they
Doors?
done yet? Like,
Yeah, their product, so we should have them by the end of the month. They're scheduled to come, they're scheduled to
they're-
those
install
doors
in
we actually had
October.
to replace.
Yeah, those are just
Strike
6 sets
plates.
of doors we have to replace.
Okay.
It was 45 days that it was taken to produce, so they're supposed to, they called me last week saying they're hoping they're gonna be here by September 30th. And then they're gonna try to install them the first week of October, second week. But I gotta get with our
Week or
testing
weekend?
coordinator to make sure we're not interfering with testing times, because there's gonna be a lot of noise.
Well, yeah, like I said, we have Fridays
Yeah.
off. Can they not do
Yeah,
this
they're gonna
Friday,
probably come in on a
Saturday?
Thursday afternoon to do a Friday is what they're
Okay.
looking at.
Yeah. huh?
Casey, she doesn't have any questions. I was wondering if, Leanne, do you have anything, or you? All right, we're gonna move on then. Action items, consideration and approval of out-of-state travel for FFA to Indianapolis, Indiana for National Convention. I say we give them half the money so they can only make it halfway. No. We need a motion, please.
I move to approve the out-of-state travel
Very good.
by FFA to Indianapolis
I second.
for National Convention.
We've got a motion made and seconded to let our FFA go to Indianapolis on out-of-state travel money. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Passes. Leave on October 24th, huh? That's the end of
Cool.
Our
October.
plan this time, because most of these kids have done Tony's Oklahoma City trip.
Oh, right.
to
Right.
drive to Tulsa, and then to go to Springfield, because there's a couple that still haven't seen that Bass Pro Shop and all the museums that are within it. And then to go down
That's
to
pretty cool.
Branson for
That
a
is.
couple days.
Go to Branson for a couple of days, that's good.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then potentially, because it's only like, kind of a 4-hour radius around there to Indy, to jet over maybe to Louisville, to take them to the Louisville Slugger Museum
Oh, okay, cool.
and the Bat Factory, and then go up to Indy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good, good.
cool.
Yeah, you'll enjoy Branson. That's,
That's
there's plenty to do.
recommendation, Mr. Johnson.
There's plenty to do. Plenty to
What I
do.
heard.
Yeah. All right. Discussion and approval for the superintendent to pursue application for standard-based projects for a combination pre-K-12 school with PSFA for the 25-26 school year cycle for the total amount of $52,100,000. $65,000 125 square feet at an average cost of it. That $800 a square foot is not bad.
It's not right now.
Because a house is like,
Yeah.
they're right at $250 a square foot.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be,
I thought it
I thought it was gonna
higher.
be way.
Nick's
higher.
recommend, well, here's what's
It's $1
happening.
million
I'll tell you-
classroom.
Yeah,
Nick ran the numbers last week for this before we ran the board agenda, and that's what the projects are coming out around right now. It may even go down even cheaper than that, but he wants to make sure that we put our application in, that they understand that we're going for the high dollar amount, and then we negotiate the value, because right now, projects are running between $675 and $850. So instead of doing the 700, he wanted to put the 800 because he feels confident that'll cover what the process is. And then that way it can be straightforward, because the bond's gonna generate the money, then we go put the application in. He'll have the final financials on the 21st. So our goal is to submit the application on the 25th to PSFA to get into cycle, and then have them put us for presentation pending approval, hopefully by the end of the year, but maybe they will let us until they wait till we get the bond passed in November. We may have to go back in June. We may have to go back twice. But he just wanted to make sure that this is the highest dollar value he's anticipating for the value. So that when you look at it, when you look at what our bond's generating with not much increase in local taxes, it could be absorbed in that, and we still would be able to apply for all the waivers, which we also have to do at this point in time. Let them know we're going for those waivers. So Nick wants to make sure I have the best financial numbers. Once he gets the reports and gets them to me on the 21st, I'll finish the application with him, and then we will submit it to PSFA.
okay. And,
Is there any questions?
no, I think,
This just gets the ball rolling.
Yeah, just get
Yeah.
the ball rolling, and then once we get it going, when hopefully we pass the bond in November, we can get it rolling, and then in January, we get the approval, and then we can start the design phase for the first year, once they do it, because we'll be able to front the design phase out of the bond, and then they can make us whole at the end. That's what they've done with several districts.
All right.
I move to approve standards-based project for combined pre-K-12 school with PSFA for the SY 25-26 cycle.
I second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the superintendent's to pursue the application for standard-based project for the school with PSFA for 25-26. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Same sign. All right. But still, at $800, that's not,
Yeah.
that's, if it
Yeah.
comes in at $650
Yeah,
or
coming to
$700.
$650 gives a little bit more wiggle room.
I mean, that's
than what
a,
we
that's
can
a
do.
way
Corona, it's gonna
big
be
money,
$800.
but I mean, it's still.
I think so too.
Okay, approval of,
Yeah, break.
and approval of amended bus contracts for year 25-26 for Sealy and Davidson. There was just a couple mistypos in the
Yeah.
deal for the,
Vicki, can you go into that a little bit?
I'm sorry, what were are there
I
questions?
The amended bus contract.
just you had to change a few
You
things.
changed a few things, and what were the changes?
Yes, I did.
The dates were,
First of all, dates were fine, it was the wording that
Oh.
was confusing.
I remember it.
Okay.
So, after I met with the bus contractors, a couple of weeks ago, and we kind of went through everything line by line. I did change the way the language was and how things were paid and when the final payment would show up.
Right.
I sent these to the both bus contractors ahead of time, before I even brought them, or submitted them to Curtis, because I wanted to make sure that they didn't have questions or concerns. But when I went backwards and looked at the mileage rates and what had been paid in past contracts, it's been a while since we've done any kind of an increase. And I
Yeah.
also went back and I looked at the expenses, and with our allocation, and this is a little over 9% increase. So it wasn't the straight 4%, but we haven't increased mileage rates in a while. And that is a local decision. I worked with the PED Transportation Department they said you just have to stay within your allocation. And
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say.
Yeah, that's what we,
I felt that when I met with Mr. Clubb, I said, I really think we can, based on our prior expenses and based on the fact that we haven't increased mileage rates in a while, I think we can do this and still stay within our allocation.
Yeah, as long as
Okay,
allocation money's
yeah.
there, they might as well be, I mean, don't go overboard, but,
Well, is it-
No, we have to
How many
still pay
years
our, we
What?
Has it been since we've upped the mileage?
Probably when I was there.
Substitutes, we
So
have
now-
our own
9
bus.
years, probably,
So
10 years.
I looked at
called a
all
3%
the
each,
expenses to
right?
make sure we would still stay within
So,
the
a percent each
allocation.
year.
Well, and let me ask you this, Vicki, is it still, at the end of the year, if you don't expend it all, you have to send 50% back? So you know what, let's give it to the bus drivers. I don't wanna send, I've never
Yeah.
sent anything back. I bought filing cabinets, and as long as there was one transportation folder in there, it was good to go.
Right,
So,
right.
oh, in the
That's
filing
right.
cabinet.
Yeah,
Barb,
in the
that
filing
could
cap-
be changing this year because there's a recommendation from LFC from Charles Salida, if transportation money's not expended, they go take 100% back.
okay, well, now let's
But-
spend
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna spend it, trust me. But I can tell you right now, it's gonna get some resistance from the LFC commission because rural is drastically underfunded. And they
Yeah,
understand year to year, our mileage rates can change. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be an interesting fight in this budget cycle, what happens with transportation funding.
Did we got the money too, is that what you
Yeah.
pointed out? So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got our allocation, I should say. Okay.
oh yeah, we got
Yeah,
it.
we got it.
The other thing that I changed in the contract, the contractors pointed out, is that we had added another day this school year
Yeah.
that we did not
Yeah.
catch in the original.
Oh,
So it's
okay, yeah.
153 instead of
Yeah.
150.
52.
153, not 152.
52,
like
yeah.
it's been in the past. So
Okay.
we took into all of that into account.
And I heard that you fixed the cooks deal too, so that's great, thank you, because I had a phone call.
That as well. I haven't completely, they haven't been paid out yet.
Well,
It'll be in October.
Right.
As long as-
No, and
yeah.
that's fine, as long as they know it's coming, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I met with
But
them
yeah.
today and told them what's going on, so.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we need a motion to approve.
Okay, I move to approve the amended bus contracts for SY 25-26 Seeley/Davidson.
A second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the bus contracts for this year for Sealy and Davidson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. All right, thank you, Vicki.
Thank you.
All right, discussions
Okay,
items.
Just a couple updates. We do have a couple recommendations for strategic planning, but we need to get some more names because right now we only got staff plus about 3 or 4 other community members. So if there's people the board really want to have be involved, send me those names because I need to get a list of names to our facilitator to try to organize some groups by the 24th. And he'd like to have it by next Wednesday. So we're gonna start outreach tomorrow and over the weekend and early Monday to make sure we get commitments. So if you guys have particular names, just respond to the email I sent you with what group, and then, because there's 2 ways they can do it. They can break it down each individual groups, or they can do some subgroups of combined with those parties together. So they just wanna have some time to be able to prep and be ready to be here on the 24th. So,
Okay.
Do we have-
okay.
We don't have any old educators in our community, do we?
We used to have Janine.
Yeah, some others, but we don't have. I was
I
just
was trying
thinking.
to think of,
And they don't necessarily have to be just our community. If there
Well-
are people we do business with outside that you
Like
think would
Sam
bring
Mendes,
value,
is
like
he
some
still
of
over
the
there?
ranch
No, I don't
companies or
think
like
so.
that, we can bring them in as
Yeah.
part of this process
So you just
too.
said old educators.
was
Yeah.
that Ronnie
Yeah.
Dunsworth?
Oh, right.
Ronnie Dunsworth?
Yeah, Rod, he's on one of the contact
okay.
lists.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and Angie too, I mean.
And
Yeah.
Angie as well, yeah.
Yeah,
You know, she's an educator. But I mean, it's not just educators. we
no,
need.
it could be anybody in the community, parent, business interests.
Has anybody talked to Penny Riley?
Yeah,
Did you?
she's on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who else.
Well, we're gonna try to get somebody from the electric cooperative.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah.
That's one of the companies that was named.
You didn't ask Alina for a recommendation, did you?
Or Gilbert.
No.
Oh, yeah, well, you can
Yeah.
ask her for recommendations, just like all with the board members.
But there's some people, like, there's people on, there's like companies that were listed, like Blattner, Sunzia, get their reps. I'm sure if I call Jeremy or Sarah, they'll get people for us for that, so we.
But I wonder how, I guess, business-wise, but
Yeah.
as far as I don't know. I guess it'd be, I don't know what, I don't even know what goes in,
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're gonna be asking us, so.
So,
Yeah, I don't.
they just want a cross-representation of the population.
I guess I'm on your
Yeah.
list too?
Yeah,
Okay.
all the board are.
And, the annual
Okay.
meeting in Hondo,
Oh, yeah, did you get
when
us?
is that?
I
Did
can
you
get you
us?
guys, how many people want to go?
It's
Well, I need
October-
my,
I can't.
I need
It's
my,
October 7th.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday night.
Tuesday, yeah.
It's the
You know
Tuesday
what?
before our board meeting next month.
we're shipping calves Tuesday, no,
On
I,
October 7th, yeah, because I just
Yeah.
got the email from
Yeah,
him
their
today.
new
Yeah.
superintendent sent it out today.
well,
Came
we're
in,
gonna
so-
get docked, cause I don't see anything for
Yeah.
me to go to.
Oh, wrong.
I was gonna go, but
I'm going, I would like to go.
we are
Cody?
shipping calves that day and preg
Kyle,
testing,
you're not
so.
done?
Nope, I've expended as many days as I'm gonna this year.
You just have to get off a
But you
little early.
have, don't you have all your,
Yeah, he has all
you
his,
I have
all
my
your-
hours.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying, you have all your hours.
because they changed it to
No.
calendar year, not school year.
We're
So
shipping
he's
calves
fine.
that day.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I can't.
So Cody, it looks like it's you and me.
There'll be something else.
I don't know, Alina may wanna go.
In
I'll ask-
December,
I'll-
isn't
I'll
there
send her an
something
email.
in
I bet
December?
Alina-
Yeah,
She's-
in
if
Albuquerque,
she's-
that's how I did mine
Yeah.
last
Okay.
year.
Was
and
in
this year.
December.
I'll email
Right?
Elena.
It was in Albuquerque.
Because we just gotta get
Yeah.
them notice and we
You should
should
be
be.
Well, I just have to do it from
And then that'll be,
July to June, I gotta.
but the deals are in December in Albuquerque.
December
Yeah,
and,
December is the NMSBA
Law.
conference, and then in June next year will be the law conference.
yeah,
And then Santa Fe, I have a feeling the policy conference is gonna be the middle of January, since it's a 30-day session instead of
Session, yeah.
first week of February. I can go in and look at the
No,
NMSBA
I'll
it's-
site.
figure,
it's all right.
I'll figure it out, nah.
But yeah,
it's
put
okay.
me down to
Okay.
go.
I just
And then we
can't.
need to get ahold of Alina.
Other one.
Yeah.
Alina should have hers.
You have the Leadership Institute too in the summer this July that you can go
That's
to.
Right.
Cloudcroft this
In
year.
Cloudcroft
Cloudcroft.
this year, and it usually
Oh,
goes to
okay.
Taos and it rotates towards,
Yeah,
Las, I mean, it goes between those two a lot, but there's also talk of it going up to,
Okay.
Chama and in that area, up in the Springs area.
Okay.
Okay.
So back to the strategic
Yeah.
planning.
So I'll get names, and then if you guys have anybody, just make sure I get them by Friday so I can send them the invite and get them committed, then I can get the names to, or the
And
areas
they-
that they're in.
We need all these people to put their input into what
For the
the new
strategic-
school building
Strategic
should be.
plan.
Yeah, that's part of it, and it's
And-
also the strategic vision of the district and the board of what
Where
they'd
we
like
want to
see,
go,
where you guys
what they want
wanna
to
go.
see.
Okay,
So,
I just wanna make sure I have it right in my head.
yeah.
And so then, does that roll into the possible dinner, or is the possible
Yeah.
dinner?
Well, there's two ways we can do this, because we can't do all the parents and everything else we do it. But Ray and I had some conversations. We do have literacy and math nights that come up in early October. That would be a good way for us to do another follow-up on the strategic plan as well with those parents as they come up. Is kind of our method of madness. We have that core group, then have our people that are there. We can do the dinner to get more people on campus and kind of do like we did with the open house, have a business meeting with the parents, and then do the activity, have dinner, and then have them go out and do the activity with their kids, whether it's math or writing night. We just got to get with Jennifer Johnson and REC 9 to coordinate with them. So we're looking in the first part of October. It's right before parent-teacher conferences, or right after parent-teacher conferences in those dates is when, because last year, I believe we did it 2 weeks before Fall Festival. And that's October 30th this year. So we did it middle of October last year, so I think that would
Was
be a
the first
target
one.
date for us.
yeah.
Because you did another one in the.
Yeah, we
spring, too,
did
didn't you?
one math night,
There's
one reading
math and
night.
then
One- yeah.
reading was in the spring.
Okay,
Yeah, and reading was in the spring. We did math in the fall, reading in the spring.
but that sounds good.
And
To do it, I
that's the way we're gonna
mean,
get
if you
parents
can
Yeah,
feed them.
kill several birds with one
Yeah.
stone so that everybody comes, we
Yeah.
get quite a bit handled, I
Yeah.
mean, because of our, yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I,
Anyway, so,
Yeah.
and we still have Blattner money left over from last year for staff and community engagement. So we can take it out of the Blattner money that was donated. I haven't talked to Sarah this year yet about when that donation is gonna come to us again. But we still have leftover money from the summer and everything else that we didn't use last year that was carried over, so we can use that, so it doesn't come from any.
you need to turn your camera off.
So, okay, so there's that. So we'll look at that. Randy and I will try to narrow it down with the REC people and make sure we can have it on a night prior to
Okay.
Fall Festival.
cool,
What else? I got some questions.
okay.
Question away.
On Sealy school bus route, he
Yes.
goes from here to the gas plant and back.
Yeah.
He doesn't have all those dirt miles.
Well, he will now because we added a student
Where are they at?
out by Red Cloud. Yeah, we had one.
Are they in the forest?
You say out
I
by
think so,
Rick?
I think they're living in a tent.
Yeah, well, we're not sure if they're living in the tent, but though they came in and enrolled and claimed an address, so it's in our district, so.
Okay.
You don't know?
So,
And the 7th grader?
Yeah, wouldn't.
Both, they're not.
They're not
They're not.
related.
But
they're not related.
Okay.
Well, and the thing is, we always change the contract if it was 20 miles under
Yeah.
what was, thought, either direction. If they
Yeah.
didn't drive 20 miles under, they were 20 miles under what they had the year before, or 20 miles over, we increased the contract.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just wondering, because all this, since school started, all he's had to do is go to the gas plant and back. He hasn't had to go to Klein, so,
Now, they'll be heading out that way now.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, he better drive an extra 5 miles to make me happy.
Yeah.
Okay, second, the outside, the grounds look good.
Thank you.
And Damien, I saw him out there yesterday, he was out there weeding, that looks good. The other thing is, as Gino said, that we need to put the recordings and our minutes on our website.
We're working on that right now
Okay.
with Apogee,
Just-
so
okay.
we're getting on that, so. There's an issue with the Apogee transition
Okay.
when they upgraded the
I just-
website and the page. We're gonna create a separate board page, and we're gonna have
Oh, I
Nicole get
forgot.
trained on doing all that, so.
How's this going?
Good, so, we just got those in, and so I introduced them today.
Oh, so you haven't had them?
Is that the phone thing?
Yeah, that's the phone
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Oh.
So what have you been using
So
before?
whenever-
You just been kind of?
Well, I just have like this little locker, and so that students put them in themselves, they check them in, and then I go and unlock it, and then they come in, they check them out.
Yep.
And everybody's
I don't
been-
ever touch them. Didn't have very many when I started that. But with this, I told the students, if they keep their phone in their vehicle, that's fine, as long as it stays in their vehicle and it's locked, and they can't go to their vehicle. But if it's anywhere in this building, it has to be in one of those cases. It can't be in a teacher's classroom, it can't be in an office, it can't be in your locker.
Is that what they're
backpack.
trying? Is that what they're trying?
It
Yeah.
has to be in here,
Put them in a sock.
because I get, like, oh, it's
Some are carrying
it's in
two,
the office, or it's in.
Oh, so they put one in here and have the,
or they put one in their locker and they try to hide one somewhere, so. I called a couple of them and told them, I said, both of them,
Have
put in
we-
your locker, go.
Sneaky.
I said, I'll give you one
had some
break.
discipline problems this year.
It's not really that, honestly,
Not
our
with
kid,
phones.
our kids,
No, not
have
with
been-
phones,
our
but-
kids have been great.
Well, I know-
Even when we told them the first week of the year with what was going
Yeah.
on, they understood that they had to abide by it, and it's like,
When Alina and I were
So
visiting.
Rhonda, has it made a difference?
Without them having phones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, the students, I don't see like students out and about near as much. I don't feel like there's many bathroom breaks. Even like completing my walkthroughs and stuff like that, especially in the high school, like student discussion seems to be a lot.
More engaged?
Yeah.
A lot higher level questions, things like that, because they can't just go and Google something on their phone and write down the answer. I think math has been very hard for them because they can't do that. And that
Math.
is reflective in some of their grades.
Oh.
But I think that it's very good for them
I
to.
don't know
Oh,
if it's
yeah.
PTSD or withdrawal, it could
Yeah.
be either
You
way.
know what?
Amanda, are you
I
seeing
think
the
it's a
same
great
thing?
idea. I thought it was long overdue, to be honest.
You know, most of my walkthroughs don't happen in the high school, they've
Right.
just been in the 3 through 5 space, and there's not very many of them that
But-
have
A
phones
phone.
anyways. But I feel like our students, at least being in the ag classroom.
Yeah, that's what we-
They're, engaged in discussion, they're willing to talk through a lot more things. I don't feel like there's as much tension, and, there would be certain students that were very tense with each other in the past.
Yeah.
I think some of that is even dissipated a little bit. I mean, I think there's still, right, you're going to fight with the ones that you're going to fight with, but I don't feel like that tension is as
Now they,
heavy.
now they have to write notes
Yeah,
instead of text one another.
I've been doing that.
And Raymond and I had this conversation last week,
learn how to fold a
what we've
football again?
noticed too.
Yeah.
The other big thing that's happened is all the activity out there isn't being brought in here. And
yeah.
the behavior in the hallways with that, because you would see our kids texting
yeah.
back and forth and looking at stuff and bringing it up. We've noticed that drop, and they're actually having conversations in the hallway with each other and talking, and you're seeing different groups intermingle. I mean, every year's a different year with kids.
Right.
But it seems like all these kids
Well,
are interacting and
But you
doing
didn't
a great
lose,
job.
well, you did lose that.
We lost
bunch
12
of-
seniors.
Yeah, but you
So-
won't lose anybody next year. Yeah, but Amanda, you have a little different perspective because you're in the classroom
Yeah.
with your teaching, so that's a good, okay, anything
Okay.
else? That was my 3.
Okay.
Didn't Casey tell me that some article wrote about some lady that was gonna get some money because you found their records here?
Oh, Alma Hobbs.
Alma
Is that what that was? I heard something.
They had that downwinder
Yeah.
deal and
But
they,
is that all the records you were looking through?
There's a bunch of people
my.
that are reaching out to me for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
to show that
get
they,
their
Yeah,
money.
they
Show
were
that
enrolled
they
at
lived
the time
here.
when
Yeah.
this court- it went out.
we're working on my mom real hard because, I mean,
Yeah.
she was actually closer.
She was closer
She was
down there.
within 30 miles of it when it
Really?
went
Dang.
off.
Yeah.
Where that's where my grandparents' ranch was on that, yeah, so,
Well, good job, Nicole.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
good
yeah,
job.
she actually praised you on Facebook the other day, not you, Corona School, so she didn't actually, she
Say
didn't
your name.
actually,
Actually, those records weren't faded, were a miracle. Because they've been sitting down in that thing.
but
since
now are they
61.
easier to, since we had them
We
put on
haven't
that
done that,
stuff?
those
Well,
records
no,
yet,
we
Cody.
haven't done that yet.
That's the next phase.
Oh,
So all I was able to find were these attendance books.
His attendance books is all we had.
Oh, right.
And
attendance
that's all,
books.
That's all I was
Well,
able to
that's,
find
you
about
know what,
those.
that's what you need. I
particular
mean, I think
students.
that's enough, right?
Yeah.
For them?
It
We'll
just, oh
see.
yeah, for
And
this.
it's-
Yeah,
Yeah, we will see.
And a sworn
We'll see.
affidavit by the current superintendent stating that these are our records stating that she was enrolled at those times has worked really good.
Well,
Hopefully.
good. Good for you. I'm glad you're doing that.
Anything else?
That's awesome.
No.
This is a small.
Be safe coming home and
improvement grant.
have
Okay.
sale
moved-
Friday and hopefully,
Where do
Yeah.
we put that money?
all right.
So
We
we
use
actually
it,
have,
Does it just go
different,
operational?
different things, yeah. Just-
I think we're going to get at the fair.
Whoa,
You're breaking up.
you broke up.
You broke
Start
up.
over.
It's at our discretion,
She froze.
She froze.
but it's usually
Okay.
for
Okay.
teacher training.
Oh,
Need a
okay,
motion to
cool.
adjourn.
Yep.
I move to adjourn.
A second. Sorry, Cody.
Motion been made, seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
All right.
say that again one more time, Amanda.
Yes.
Your boys are gonna,
So the FFA kids are carrying the giant flag into the rodeo arena tomorrow, and
For the-
my boys are going to help do that in their official dress. So
Good, good.
they'll be roped in.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Thanks, man. If you don't get home safe.
Yep.
I saw Trip on my TikTok.
Yeah, he's.
As an officer.
Trip's
or
been
whatever.